This is Betty Traciak from kittystamp.blogspot.com, and today I have a technique for adding gilded leafing to ribbon. It's a really pretty way of adding a bit of metallic sparkle to your projects. The one thing that is nice about this is once you've added the leafing, the ribbon will remain very flexible, so you can use it in ways that where you bend it back and forth. Here's one where I used it in a weaving project. Another example with the same layout of that. And what I also find is that once you have it, make sure that you save all the little tiny scraps, because it's very fun to add just a little bit of sparkle to your project with this. Supplies that you'll need for this project are gilded leafing, ribbon, adhesive tape, and a brush. One that has a little bit stiffer bristles are good because you will be using that to brush away the excess gilded leafing. Begin by taking a length of the ribbon, and you're going to place the adhesive tape down the center. When you do this, you want to firmly press the tape into the ribbon so that the adhesive is worked well into the fibers. Take just a second, give this a firm press, and remove the adhesive from the top. And then take pieces of the gilded leafing, this is a nice big piece here, and press that along the adhesive. The leafing tends to be pretty flyaway, particularly when it's not very humid in the house. It wants to stick to everything with static, so it is a little bit messy. Just work your way along the adhesive, making sure all of the sticky part is covered. Then you can pick up any of the extra bigger pieces and put those back in your container. This one really wants to stick to me. Then use your brush and brush away any excess. Then you can leave this either as a more ragged look on the edges, or you can take a stylus or a toothpick and you can clean up the edges as much as you would like. So I'll be back in a minute to show you this in a project. I'm going to take a second and clean up all of the little pieces of gilded leafing. Be back in a minute. Now that I have most of the little flyaways back into the bin, we can recreate this card. This card is using the Mary Merlot as the card base with a textured layer. And a frame that goes on top. For the ribbon, it works well to use mini glue dots to hold that into place. figure out the position, pop a glue dot on. I save all these extra little bits to stick in another project because it's amazing how just a little bit of gold or shimmer can really make a project pop. And then I need another glue dot to hold this on the back. And add another couple just to hold it down on the card on the texture. These glue dots really stick very well, so that is a good adhesive to use on the ribbon. Move that down just slightly. That's the nice thing about the mono adhesive, is that you can decide where you would like that before that dries. You can move it around. For the woven accent on this card, I used a piece of cardstock that is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2 inches wide and applied tear and tape along the back of that near the edge, top and bottom. And then I also cut 5 pieces of ribbon that are about 4 1/2 inches long. They just need to be long enough to wrap around to the back of the piece of cardstock. So I start with the piece that goes in the center and put that one on first. Then I go to the outside to get this all the way to the edge. And then I go back and do the pieces that are in the center. I just center those in between the other 2 pieces of ribbon. Then I take another piece of tear and tape, put those along the sides. You could also use Scotch tape for this. Might be a little bit quicker just to use Scotch tape. This will not be seen on the back. So always the tricky thing is to get the backing of this off while I'm on video. And then this ribbon just gets woven in between, over, under, over and under. And then if you like, you can use the grid paper so that you can see exactly where you would like that to go to make that even along the bottom. And cut off any excess. And then that can be used on the card. And this one here, I did a very similar layout. I actually used the same piece of size of cardstock underneath. The ribbon just extended off a little bit because this is a little bit wider ribbon. So I hope that you have enjoyed these ideas for using the gilded leafing on a project. Again, everything sticks when you're on camera. So thanks for watching today, and happy crafting.